So Find Buy Tool sent me this 15 amp, 10 inch portable table saw made by Macho Rule for my honest review. Let's open this thing up and see what she's got. Well, here it is, the Macho Rule 10 inch table saw. Portable table saw. But let's go over the features real quick before we run it through some trials. It comes with a 10 inch 24 tooth blade. It has a fence that actually moves on a gear, which is actually pretty cool. And it also has this really cool auxiliary fence attached to it. I assume for like smaller rip cuts. It also comes with a miter gauge. It even comes with its own push stick, which I thought was cool. Down below there's an on-off switch, but it has a safety feature here with this little toggle right here, so you can't accidentally hit the on switch. This will only hit the stop switch. So in order to turn it on, you gotta flip this up. And of course the angle adjustment for your blade and the up-down. And it has this slide-out feature in the back, which I thought was really cool for catching the longer boards. And in the back it also comes with a dust collection port, which is 2 1/4 inches in diameter. Again, I think is a really great feature. It also comes with these anti-kickback blades and a blade guard, which we are going to remove for visual clarity. But I think so far, before even turning this thing on, my favorite thing about this is that it has storage for everything. All of its accessories it has storage for. Obviously it has storage for the cord, but it also has storage for the blade wrenches. It has storage for its blade guard. It has storage for its miter gauge down here. And it even has a place to store the push stick. So far pretty impressive. Ooh, another feature that it has that I thought was pretty cool was when I took it out of the box, it was a little wobbly, but I very quickly discovered that it has this adjustable foot back here. You just loosen it up, adjust it real quick, tighten it back up. It's the little things. All right, now I want to be completely honest with you and tell you that my expectations were pretty low for this, simply because I haven't met a portable table saw that I liked. Because usually it's very chintzy, they're always wobbly, and they just always seem to be made with very low quality, and I think a lot of that's due to make them light. I don't know. But this one right out of the box so far, you can tell right away that it's made durable, it's made strong. When you shake it, it doesn't rattle. But anyway, let's run this through its paces. I actually have some cabinet doors that I have to make for these cabinets, so let's make those cabinet doors with this table saw. See how it does. That cut's pretty good. It's square and there's very little tear out, but there is some tear out. This is good enough for framework, but I'm going to change the blade out. Find Buy Tool actually sent me this other 10 inch blade. This is a 40 tooth. This is only 24 tooth. It's not made for doing the fine cuts that I'm expecting it to do. So we're gonna switch it out with this blade. The funny story about this though is that I was waiting for both these to come in and I got the blade first. So I put this blade in my other table saw and started using this right away on everything. I loved it so much that I actually sent Katrina from Find Buy Tool a video of how much I loved it. Katrina, it's Michael here. Anyway, still waiting on the table saw to come, but only because it's supposed to be delivered later on today. But I got the saw blade that you sent me earlier today, this morning, and I used it right away, and I love it. I'm very, very impressed. I can't wait to write a review or do a video review on this guy in tandem with the saw. But this blade is fantastic. I am getting the cleanest cuts that you would not believe them. They're just so nice and clean, and I didn't even have to put any tape on it to prevent tear out. So this blade, but it rips, it cross cuts, it makes beautiful, beautiful clean cuts, and I was able to sneak up on some really high tolerance measurements without any tear out. But I can tell you one thing is I am done buying the red blade because they're the devil. Much better. Now, I'm sure you'll notice that I put some self-adhesive sandpaper on the miter gauge because the miter gauge is just a bit too slippery, but I put self-adhesive sandpaper on all my miter gauges because all miter gauges are too slippery, so. Now I'm going to cut an MDF panel on this guy, and now we're going to see how well the dust collection system works and how well the fence works. So, let's cut a couple of panels. I just figured out what that auxiliary fence accessory is for. It's to actually cradle the wider panels as you feed them through the saw. I'm a little disappointed that I didn't figure that out until just now. Well, the dust collection's pretty damn good. Yeah, I got a little on me, but usually it would look like I was covered in snow. So another thing that I expect out of a table saw is I want to be able to install a dado blade set. So let's see if we can cut some tongue and grooves. So with the dado blade, it did okay. It made some really clean cuts, and it did what I needed it to do. But with the dado blade set in there, it was causing a bit of vibration. And since the up and down doesn't have a lock on it, I found it difficult to maintain the height after several parts. Now I've put the regular blade saw back in and ran it, and there's no vibration. So it definitely has something to do with the dado blade set. Even though, and I believe that you can put a dado blade set in here up to 1/2 inch thickness, but since there's no locking mechanism on the height, it's just, I don't think it's ready for the dado set yet. Now, to be fair to the table saw, maybe my dado blades are just a little out of balance. That could be. It's a very old dado blade set, so I don't know. Anyway, like I said, I put the regular 10-inch blade in there, and I'm gonna rip some 2x4s. See how it does there. far as portability is concerned, this thing is very light. You can just grab this thing and go. Only, yeah, I wanted to show off its portability by taking it out on the truck tailgate and making some cuts, but it's snowing and I ain't going out there. Michigan. So yeah, the Macho Rule 10-inch table saw I think is actually a really great deal and a great value for its price point. It is a good quality, solid table saw. It's very light, and I absolutely loved having this outfeed bar in the back. You don't know how much you need an outfeed bar or table until you have one. It made great cuts, it made clean cuts. It even ripped through 2x4s without even thinking about it. There was only one thing that I didn't care for on this saw, and that was the height knob not having a lock on it. But not a deal breaker for what you would typically do with this thing. Again, it did not vibrate or change when I had the regular blade in it, so bear that in mind. My two favorite things about this table saw were the fact that it has storage for all the accessories that it comes with, because having things right where you need them and not having to put them somewhere else, that's paramount to me. And also the dust collection. The dust collection is awesome. And I think that's due to underneath the table, the blade area is actually, it's enclosed and it goes right out to the dust port. Phenomenal design. This would be a great Christmas gift for your handy person. Side note, if you are ordering this from the United States, it really should already come to you with an imperial tape measure for the fence, because it does come in both metric and imperial, so just make sure that you specify that you want the imperial. But anyway, if you are interested in this, there is going to be an affiliate link down below, and if you use discount code Michael06, it will get you 6% off. So thank you to Katrina from Fine Buy Tools for sending this to us for our review, and I'll see you guys in the next video.